I think we shall begin now because we would like to keep within the timelines. Thank you so much for whoever has taken the time out today to be here. We are discussing a very, very important and often forgotten topic, which is the emotional and physical well-being of a postpartum mother. And I'm so glad and grateful to have Miss Sushma Jethmalani with us. As most of you already know her, have benefited from her wonderful advice, and she's always been such an amazing support on all the support groups that we are running for pregnant and new parents. So thank you, Sushma ji, for being here. She's a childbirth and lactation educator. She's done her MBA in human resources, and she has more than 20 years of experience in corporates and is also a certified soft skills trainer. Other than that, you have already seen what wonderful work she's doing on the support groups and how patient she is with all our queries. So let's begin the webinar today. Welcome, Sushma ji. Let's start.
Thank you so much, Saloni. It's a pleasure to be here. And I just wanted to say that, yes, these are the topics, especially this topic is pretty close to my heart because once the baby arrives, everybody forgets about the mother. Okay, but the mother has gone through a lot in the past 9 months and will be working a lot more to take care of her baby. So, welcome everyone. Welcome, my dear moms, my dear dads, grandparents, whoever can join in. Welcome to our session. This session is bought by ReeLabs. ReeLabs is one of the premier stem cell bank in India, and it's based in Mumbai. So just something I want you to know about. And also the fact that it is actually the only bank which banks stem cells from placenta. And which helps in treating COVID. And that is why I feel that, ReeLabs has been doing a wonderful job, okay, especially with these support groups also in their stem cell research, and also the fact that they have amazing set of products for healthcare, like, for mom, for babies. So please look up on ReeLabs, okay? Thank you so much. So can we start?
Yes, please, let's start. Thank you.
Okay. So our topic is on emotional and physical well-being of the postpartum mother. Okay. It's something, yes, before, when we used to have these families which were living together, the mother was definitely taken care of more. Nowadays, because there are more nuclear families, it's a little difficult. But at the end of it, you're a postpartum mother, you need support. I would say even the postpartum dad needs support because he's going through new things. But today we'll talk about the mom. So they say that it takes a village to raise a child, but it also takes a village to support the mother. I can, with all my experience about talking with moms, talking with especially, on our groups, I have realized that support is very, very important. There is a reason why a mother needs support. She is new to it. I actually had a comment on saying that these groups also help them even if they are having a second baby, because every baby is unique. A second baby experience may be very different from the first one. But yes, still the mom needs support. Can we come to the next slide, please? So this is a picture which touched my heart. You see the mother is holding the baby and she has got stitches. The baby is just newborn. And it always touched me, saying that, okay, she is in pain, but she still is looking at her baby so lovingly. So I'm sure the moms who have already gone through this, who've delivered their baby, how how they must have felt at that time, irrespective of the pain that they must be going through. They must be so happy to see that small, cute bundle of joy in their hands. But I definitely want to say that help the mother first and hold the baby second. Because the mother needs a lot of help. She needs holding too. She may be crying, maybe with joy, maybe with pain, but she needs that support from you. So whether you're a friend, whether you're family, whether you're a grandparent, just help the mother first. Hold her first. Trust me, she needs it. And maybe the mothers who have already delivered their baby will definitely be thinking, how about a hug for me first? So give her a hug, or just ask her. Next slide, please. The most important thing. Why is postpartum care important? Lot of things. First of all, physical recovery. She's gone through a surgery, she's gone through a major upheaval in her body. She has gone through physical changes which really, you know, make hormones go everywhere, you know, and plus she's gone through a lot of maybe pain, labor, maybe a C-section. So her physical recovery is very, very important. Even if she's gone through a vaginal delivery, it is still, you know, it's still a a delivery way which is still so much giving her pain. She has gone through that pain. She needs to recover. Physical recovery is one of the most important things a mother needs. How can you do physical recovery? Help her in that. We'll tell you later on. Then we're talking about emotional well-being. Her hormones will make her cry, will make her feel joyful, will make her feel sad, will make her feel anxious. You need to help her with that. Of course, it also gives you a positive motherhood experiences when you have support in your life. If a mother has support, for example, when she is going through labor, when she reaches home taking her baby, if she has support, she'll feel, yes, I can do things. Preventing postpartum complications. There may be sometimes that she has excessive bleeding. She has some postpartum complications where she's physically not even able to hold her baby, which has been a lot of times with a lot of mothers. So this definitely helps there. Then bonding and attachment. Definitely, if you take care of the mother, she'll be able to take care of the baby. Please remember that. Breastfeeding success. Do you know that if the father supports or the partner supports the mother and the family supports the mother, they are more likely to breastfeed beautifully and for a longer period of time. So please remember that. And lastly, it reduces postpartum depression risk because she feels there are people who will take care of me. There are people, I have a support system in place that if I want to even go for a hot or a warm bath, there'll be somebody to take care of my baby. So all these things are reasons why postpartum care is so important. Next, please. Oh, there are a lot of mothers who feel that I can't ask for help. Why? Because I may seem weak, because people will think I can't handle things on my own. If you see these statements, these are so depressing for the mother. She is scared to ask for help. That it should not be that case. It should absolutely not be. We always tell our mothers, if somebody is there, a friend, a family member, your husband, take their support. It's okay to be feeling that way. You don't have to do it alone. So our next slide will show us the reverse of it. Yeah. Now, these are the reasons why I'm going to ask for help. Because even though I can do it, I would appreciate support, because it's going to make my postpartum recovery easier, because it's going to help me and my baby in the long term. It's going to help us both get more time to each other. It will get more time to take care of myself, because that is also very, very important. And this is how even the mother and the baby, even the father and the baby can bond, because the father takes out time to sort of bond with the baby. Next, please. So we're talking about physical and emotional well-being. We'll start with physical. Why physical is important? So we, irrespective of whether the fact that if you breastfeed your baby, it's great. But if you are not able to, for whatever reason, that doesn't make you less of a mother. Please understand that. So, why is good nutrition important? First of all, definitely physical recovery. You have lost a lot of iron. You must have lost a lot of blood. You must have, your baby takes calcium from your bones. Okay, you need to replenish those stores. It boosts energy levels. Irrespective, if you're breastfeeding, you need 350 to 500 calories extra to breastfeed your baby. In the first 2 or 3 months, when you are breastfeeding your baby on demand, trust me, you're breastfeeding your baby 8 to 12 times in a day. And sometimes those sessions can go on for more than half an hour to an hour. I'll share an experience with you. My friend had premature babies, and she had premature twins. And she used to say that, Sushma, my one baby used to feed for 2 hours. There was a reason why. She had premature babies. They couldn't suckle properly. There were alternatives given to her, like she can pump breast milk and give, but that takes a lot of energy of you. So in that time, you need to eat, you need to hydrate yourself. As I said, first of all, replenish nutrient stores, replenish stores that were lost during pregnancy. Also, it balances hormones. It gives you the energy to breastfeed your baby. It balances hormones. It also helps you to have a more uh, proper bonding with your baby. Because breastfeeding is
Yeah, we can hear you now.
oh, I'm so sorry.
No
Uh,
problem. We
yeah,
lost you at the bonding. You were talking about the bonding.
yes. So bonding is also the reason why you want to be close to your baby. Now that happens is only when you are able to support your baby while you are getting supported, while you are being surrounded by people who are helping you, and you are not worried about other things like your household stuff, or maybe the laundry is done or not. You're not worried about that. Next slide, please. Okay, so I'm just touching upon slightly upon this chart, which you will find on the net. Okay, this chart is for moms post delivery. Okay, it could be for breastfeeding moms, it could also be for moms who are maybe on a double diet for the baby, like formula as well as breastfeeding. This is what your diet should contain: whole grains, whole wheat, basically, breads, cereals. Again, this give you fiber, vegetables, all kinds of vegetables, leafy vegetables. All these will help you with your iron stores. Fruits, again, very important. Dairy products for your calcium sources. So if you can't drink milk, you can still have yogurt. You can still have soy products. Plenty of fluids. Breastfeeding moms get very thirsty. So keep a bottle of water next to you, which will help you while you are breastfeeding your baby. Then, of course, something like meats, fish, eggs, and chicken for moms who are non vegetarian. You can include lentils, you can include kidney beans, dry fruits for vegetarians. And as I said, water, very important. Please keep yourself hydrated. It is very important. You can also count milk as a liquid. You can also count maybe a fresh fruit juice. All those are liquids, but please keep them next to you. So if you need them, you are not, or if your breastfeeding session goes longer, you have something to to drink at that time. Next, please. Oh, do you know that most breastfeeding moms, when reviewed, said that we had our partners, our husbands, our dear dad's support, which led us to breastfeeding for a longer time for our babies. And how important is that? Is actually, it actually shows statistically, research shows that. So how can partners help? See, even dads are new to this entire episode. Okay, so first of all, if you are pregnant and you are joining a prenatal class, we always suggest that for some prenatal classes, please take your husbands or your partners or whoever you feel will support you, because they are new at this as you are. So take them. Even they need to know what they are supposed to do, especially new dads or new partners. Do they know what to do? No. But if they accompany to your class and they do practical things, okay, this is the way I can diaper a baby, or this is the way I can hold a baby. All these things, even dads need to learn. So helping you is important, but also they knowing what to do is important. So if you are pregnant and you're attending a prenatal class, I would suggest that partners please go through all of this with your moms. Trust me, practical knowledge is much, much better. So after delivery, how can moms be supported by their partners? One, of course, in helping errands, in household chores, like something like a laundry or something. Now, dads also want to bond with their babies. How can they do that? They can do that by diapering their baby also, or changing diapers, because that's where the baby is looking at you and the baby recognizes you as the caregiver, as one of the caregivers. Trust me, that is the way you can bond with your baby also. You can help burp the baby, or maybe just soothe, or maybe just, you know, try to talk to the baby. Bathing the baby, yes, if you are comfortable and if you find it, a lot of partners do like the idea that they are bathing the baby and that's how they can help bond with it. Give mom a lot of love and assurance. Trust me, she needs it. So whenever you are talking to the new mom, tell her you're doing good. You're like you're doing. Don't listen to others by saying that okay, you didn't do this or you didn't do that. Please don't do that. You're doing good. You're awesome. And if you need anything, I am here. Trust me, this will help her in her emotional well-being also. And nighttime feeding. This helps definitely because if the mother is exhausted and if you are feeding formula to the baby, you can do that. Even if you are feeding baby breast milk, that breast milk can be pumped and stored, and your partner can give it as a nighttime feeding. That helps the mother to maybe rest a little more. Thank you. Next slide, please. Okay, family and friends. You can be of a huge support. How you can be? Emotional support, very important. Ask her how she is because everybody loves the baby. Oh, baby is so cute, so adorable, so tiny, so lovable, so awe. But what about the mom? She must be looking like she's been wrenched or she's been through a ringer. Yeah, but then she needs you to say that she's good, she's okay, she's beautiful. Friends and family are, we always suggest, whenever you're visiting a new mom or a new baby, ask them whether they can. For example, as I told you, my friend who had premature babies, you till the premature babies have reached a particular weight, till their immune system is better, it is good that they do not allow visitors to see the babies or touch the babies. And that is important. So we need to respect what is happening with the family, the baby, the mom, and the dad. If, yes, if you need to help them with healthy cooked meals. They will always appreciate that. You can also help them by getting them some supplies. Okay, this is something for the baby. I recently read a review where a mother said, I cried because my friend got me something for the new mom. She said she got me a full package of essentials for the new mother. And she said, I was touched because everybody was getting something for the baby and I got something for me. So imagine that happiness. Okay, you know what? I got something for myself. That is very, very important. Another thing, yes, help with errands. Maybe, okay, can I drop something? Do you need something? Send her favorite dessert. She needs that. Also, maybe, encourage the mom to take some time off. Like, okay, how about, I take care of your newborn, or how about, I take you out for a walk till your newborn is being watched over by family. So maybe that half an hour will let her breathe, will let her feel that, okay, I can, maybe I'll go for a walk. I remember telling my friend, the moment, because she had full support, which was very good. She had her mom with her. She had her husband with her. And she loved to draw and paint. So I told her, How about this? You love to do that. Take half an hour out. Just draw something, just paint something. And she came back to me and said, that Sushma, that helped me a lot. Because what happened was when I relaxed from my mind, I was able to concentrate more and I was able to clear my mind. So help her do that. And trust me, new moms will never ever forget how much you supported her during this time. There are grandparents who help a lot, but there are limitations to grandparents. They may be old, they may not be able to do a lot of physical work, but they can still take care of the baby by holding the baby, soothing the baby, talking to the baby. I mean, grandparents can sing to the baby, and the baby will also recognize them as one of the caregivers. I mean, grandparents can do a lot, trust me. The only thing, I would suggest that don't ask them to do a lot of physical things, because they may be at that age where they are not able to, but still they can do a lot. Listen to people's advice. Okay, sometimes it's okay, but if you feel that, okay, this advice is maybe something which was old fashioned, as usual, you can ask us and we'll guide you. We'll give you the correct information so you can talk to your mother, father, mother-in-law, father-in-law, all these. But trust me, the people's intentions are right. Don't disregard them. They will help you and they will make you feel more blessed. Next, please. Okay, so this is a small chart or a picture of what you can, get for the mother. Maybe something like meals, a favorite dessert, something for the mother, you know. Yes, maybe she doesn't have help, she doesn't want to do the dishes. Maybe you could just get, disposable crockery or stuff which she can throw away so she doesn't have to think about the dishes. Okay. And definitely support, full heartfelt support, because she needs it. And I'm telling you this, that although we are talking about the postpartum mother, please do not forget about the father. The father needs it also. The father may need a friend also. The father may need, you know, a hearing also, that, okay, maybe I can talk to somebody. And moms, I'll tell you this, if these things are new for you, it's also for the father. So maybe, you can tell the father that he's doing a great job, or yes, the father is taking care. You can say thanks to the father also for supporting you. He is also doing, and trust me, postpartum risk is not only for the mother, it's for the father also. So when you support friends and family, please look after the father also. The mother needs it 100%, but the father also needs it. So maybe a favorite dessert for him also. Next, please. Okay, so postpartum anxiety, what can it look like? So family and friends, moms, dads, partners, this is how postpartum anxiety can look like. The mother is crying a lot. Now, let me please clarify that postpartum anxiety is different and depression is different. Anxiety can definitely come because you're taking care of a baby which is so tiny. Every single thing on your baby's body will scare you. The simplest of reflux from your baby will scare you. You know, my baby's leg is moving continuously or it's shivering. Is my baby cold? That will scare you. You know, you may feel scared if the baby gets red spots. Okay, it may scare you that also. It may scare you if your baby's legs are up and you may say, oh my God, will she or he have bow legs? All of these things will scare you. But please understand, those are normal. If the signs that you get is if you are crying uncontrollably, you're not able to feed your baby, or you're scared to hold your baby, okay, or if you are feeling, oh my God, something will happen to my baby, or if you have terrible mood swings is normal. But if you go a lot from crying to going absolutely down and depressed, talk to somebody, talk to your doctor, talk to your pediatrician. If you feel it's extreme, family, talk to a counselor, talk to a proper counselor. Okay, these are things which, if handled in time, will not result in going into postpartum depression. So there is a difference between baby blues, anxiety, and depression. Anxiety is okay. Do things in which you love. You may love to read a book, listen to music, do things which you like. So postpartum anxiety can be all these signs. Please talk to somebody, your friend, your family, your doctor, anybody, but please talk to them. They will help you. And also, the good part about support groups is a lot of times when you write things like these on the postpartum groups, those other mothers will help you. There are so many mothers in our groups which help mothers who are going through postpartum. It may be anxiety, depression also. But there are a lot of mothers who have helped other mothers. So stay connected. Trust me, your best friends can turn out to be other postpartum moms in future. And that will help you a lot. Next, please. There are a lot of things that others can do for you, but there are a lot of things that you can do for yourself. So if you have had a good delivery, if you are able to recover faster, we suggest try exercising. Exercising helps you boost your mood. Do you know there are so many exercises that you can do with your baby? So, yes. Hello?
Yeah, continue talking, Sushma. I think somebody had unmuted for a bit.
Yes. So there are a lot of things that you can do for yourself. So as I said, maybe join some exercise class. Okay, you can do, there are exercises classes which you can do with your baby. Pursue your hobbies. Our hobbies are something that we love doing and we can absolutely continue doing. So if you like to paint, paint something small. If you like to draw, do it. If you like to sing, lovely, sing to your baby. Also, the fact is that a lot of times you get a lot of negative thoughts or ideas, or people talk negative. Trust me, keep those people away. You don't want them in your circle. Keep only people who give you good advice, right advice, and are not telling you, oh my God, this experience happened with my friend, this experience happened with my family member, आपके साथ ऐसा कुछ नहीं हो जाए. Please मत सुनिए उनकी बातें. बिकॉज वो आपका एक्सपीरियंस नहीं जानते हैं, वो आपको नहीं जानते हैं, वो सिर्फ किसी और की बात बता रहे हैं. अगर वो सही एडवाइस है, आप अपनी दिल की सुनिए. I always keep on saying, if your baby is happy, if your baby is comfortable, if your baby is playful, your baby is feeding well, gaining weight properly, be happy. Don't take worries from other people. If all these things are good, you are recovering physically, your husband is supporting you, your partner is supporting you, you have a lovely environment. It doesn't matter what has happened with other people. You should be happy. Take a break. There are a lot of people who go for spas. Go for a spa. If you have the time, if you have the support, if you have even the simplest of support, maybe you have an hour, take a nice warm bath, pamper yourself, keep yourself happy. Do not listen to people who just want to put their ideas in your head. And this is how you can retain confidence. I would go to say, if you like, uh, maybe even cooking a special meal for yourself, do it. And especially, I would suggest, because there are a lot of moms who go back to work, they are always anxious about what will happen to my baby when I go back to work. Give yourself time. In India, we are lucky to have 6 months maternity leave. There are a lot of other places you don't get that. Trust me, 6 months maternity leave you have, try to keep the maximum possible for post delivery, because you will be able to also physically recover more and also take care of your baby more and have a support system at home by the time you join work. So these are all the things that you can do for yourself. So yes, if you are pregnant, I would suggest to a lot of pregnant moms that start building a support system while you are pregnant. So when you come back home, a lot of these things are already in place, and where your anxiety comes down. So think of that and start thinking of what kind of support system can you have at your place when you get your baby home. Next slide, please. I read a lot about how postpartum moms felt. It was sad, but this is the truth. Now, this is one of the moms who said how hard the transition is to becoming invisible. As a pregnant woman, all the attention was on me. People jumped to help. They used to ask me how I'm doing. Once I had the baby, I was invisible and it was all about the baby. It doesn't have to be like that. You it's yes, the baby is cute, is it's you know fabulous. But the mom is also, she has gone through that to deliver the baby. She needs attention. So give her your love, and trust me, she'll never forget the support that you gave. Next, please. So with this, I want to thank you. I want to thank all our moms, all our beautiful moms, dads, their families, their friends who are there for them. Okay. Thank you so much for attending this webinar. I would also like to thank ReeLabs. They bought this webinar to you. They have really worked so much and they are working so hard to create support groups for all these moms, to help you from being a pregnant mom to a 6-month old baby, to a year-old baby. And I am so proud to say that I am part of ReeLabs family. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sushma ji. This was indeed wonderful. I'm so happy to see so many moms who have joined us out here. Thank you. I know it gets difficult with little ones at home, but when you're here, then we know that we are doing the right thing by organizing these webinars. Feel free to post your questions in the chat box, or you can unmute and ask whatever works for you. Don't miss out on this opportunity of, asking your questions face to face. So we are leaving the session open now. Do not leave. Please feel free to ask your questions. We are here for the next 10 minutes and we are waiting your questions. So does anybody have a question? Would anybody like to unmute and ask or post it in the chat box? We are getting some wonderful feedback in the chat box. Thank you, Boski. Thank you, Bhumika. Thank you. We have a question in the chat box from Pooja Chandak. My husband and I plan to shift to a new house with a newborn. Right now, we stay with our in-laws. Any tips? Wow.
Lot of tips.
Yeah. First of all the very best, Pooja. I hope, just be patient. It'll all fall into place, and I'll let Sushma ji answer that.
Okay, so Pooja, first of all, congratulations. Okay, for the newborn and for the new home. Okay, so first of all, as I said, the first thing that you can do is definitely see to it that your new home, you have all the support system in place. So, you have your maybe the baby's crib in place. You already know, somebody who will be able to help you at that place. That is a big thing. Maybe you could have somebody who is nearby you, or if you are fortunate enough to have somebody who's near you, like your parents or maybe your husband or partner's parents. Okay, or if you have somebody who can cook for you, or clean for you, that is a very important system. And also, Pooja, that you are lucky to have been on these groups. Maybe you could have somebody, some new moms or some new support group next to you. So, maybe you could find those and they could help you. So all these things will help you stress less. So for starters, I can give you these tips. I hope these help you.
I agree. I think try and find some moms, in the new place that you're going. I think moms are the best support for new moms. We all support each other. And I think that will make it comfortable for you to know that somebody is in a similar situation as you and she'll have her own inputs. So I feel that is the best tip, that find a few new moms near where you're going and probably have someone accompany you for the initial few days to kind of help you integrate into the new situation. All the
Exactly.
very best. We'll take the next question now. The next question is from Sheetal Patil. She wants to understand how long should one breastfeed. My input on this would be that it is, I feel, while 6 months is the minimum that we should try doing. I mean, even 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, whatever your goal is, but 6 months is what is suggested. But do it till you feel comfortable about it. That's my input. We'll take Sushma ji's input on this.
Thank you. So Sheetal, right?
Yes, it's Sheetal Patil has asked this.
Yes. So Sheetal, ideally, it is recommended that you breastfeed your baby for 6 months, and later on, till 1 year, you start solid food. Oh my God, that's so cute. So breastfeed your baby for 6 months, and that is exclusive. Okay, and then for the next 6 months till 1 year of age, you can breastfeed, and you can also start solid foods. So ideally that is what you are supposed to do, and ideally that is what is recommended. As I said at the start of my presentation, that this is what is recommended. We do not know your situation, but however you feel, if you need tips for breastfeeding, we are always there to support you. Okay. But ideally, this is what is recommended, and this is what you should be doing, because breastfeeding, breast milk specifically, helps your baby to develop a very good immune system. That is the reason we suggest this. So, hope this answers your question. And there are a lot of breastfeeding tips that we give on our groups. Yeah, the next question, please.
Yeah. So we have Shilpa Thakkar who has asked, "Hi, ma'am. Thanks for the lovely session. Want to ask post-delivery, when can I start exercising to get off the pregnancy weight?" Shilpa, could you just let us know how many months postpartum are you? That would help her give a more specific answer.
I am yet to deliver. My due date is in November, but I just wanted to ask out of curiosity.
Correct, correct.
Okay.
Would you get to it? Yeah.
So I have a fitness sort of mom. So yes, so first of all the best, as you are due in November.
Thank
So
you.
what I would suggest is that, so Shilpa, it depends on your delivery. Okay. If you go through a normal delivery, it's more easier to get back to exercising. And if you have a C-section, then you have to give at least 6 weeks for your C-section scar to heal. Okay. And the simplest of exercise that you can do is always start walking. Okay. So depending on how your delivery happens, okay, you can start in a month, 1.5 months. You can start with short walks, maybe 15-20 minutes every day. Okay. Maybe you can do some normal, yoga, which is for postnatal. And I would also suggest that if you are a person who is health conscious, uh, I would suggest that you start having a very healthy diet. And here I don't mean by cutting calories. Please understand, you're not supposed to go on a diet after uh, you deliver. But you're supposed to have a healthy diet which gives you all the right ingredients, right fats, good fats. Okay. And with that, you can breastfeed your baby, and you can also take care of your diet. So that will help you actually lose weight faster. And also the fact that, do you know, breastfeeding helps you lose calories. That is the reason we suggest moms to have 350 to 500 calories more. So this is the way, if you plan, trust me, you'll be able to lose weight faster.
Thank you, Sushma. This was very insightful. Thanks.
Thank you, dear.
All the best to you, Shilpa. I hope it goes well for you. And always stay in touch with your doctor before, just get clearance before you move on to anything more aggressive than
Definitely.
walking.
Sure.
And give yourself some grace. I'm sure it'll all fall into place.
Sure. Thank you.
Most welcome. We'll go on to the next question, which is from Boski. Ma'am, do babies go on sleep regression in the 5th month? My baby will be 5 months on 24th. Her sleep routine was good, but 3-4 days her sleep schedule is off, totally disturbed, and different in day and night or both. Any inputs on this?
Okay. So 5th month, there are a lot of things that are happening with your baby. Your baby is getting more curious about the surroundings. Okay. Your baby is more active. Okay. Your baby may start teething also. So that could be one of the things which may be bothering your baby. So no, I really don't know exactly what could be the reason as such, because this is just, there are a lot of things which happen in the fifth month. But there are some things, maybe, if you have been, making her sleep schedule, maybe you should just keep on sticking to that, because sometimes these sleep regressions can last for like 10 to 15 days, and baby will, go back to the normal routine. Maybe if the baby is teething, then, maybe you could give her like a teething ring, or maybe a slightly small cold spoon. They love to sort of chew on that, because it helps with their gums. You can also take a cool, clean cloth and wipe their gums if your baby is teething. Okay. If your baby is just going through a normal regression, it may also be because now they are more curious about the surroundings. So maybe the next time you're feeding in daytime or nighttime, you could be feeding in a slightly dim lit place where there is not much of outside sound. Okay. And just pat your baby till your baby goes to sleep. Do not talk to your baby much when you're feeding at night. So all these things you will have to try, and you will have to see what works.
I have some inputs on this because this is what I noticed with both my kids. I
Yes.
feel for the first 1 year, there is a lot happening. They are, like Sushma ji said, they're curious about the world. They're practicing new skills. They've learned how to, get their hands to their mouth, or they've learned how to crawl. Some of them are learning how to walking. So they are practicing a lot of skills even when you're trying to make them sleep. That is one thing I noticed. Of course, teething plays a very important factor in how well your baby sleeps. So anytime between, I think, 4 months onwards, babies can start early teething. Some will go up to 1 year without any teeth. There are regressions, there are developmental leaps. There is so much happening in the first year. I know it's so tough. As moms, we feel we get out like एक regression खत्म होता है, दूसरा development शुरू होता है, एक दांत निकलता है. I feel first 1 year, very few of us actually get sleep. But it does get better. I promise you, it does. Sometimes, certain vaccines can cause them to become irritable and cranky. So the rule of thumb is, as long as the baby is not visibly unwell or has a temperature, usually these things will pass. But in case there is any other symptom which makes you feel that now something else is up, then please talk to your pediatrician about it. So that's my input. All the very best. I know the first year is the toughest, but I promise you it gets so much better later. We'll take the next question from Yesha Shah. My baby is having neonatal jaundice. It's been 10 days, but the doctor doesn't the doctor doesn't, I think, want to give photolight therapy, but he's still yellowish. How do I know if it's getting worse or if he's recovering? Um, Yesha, I'm sorry this is happening to you, but do have faith in your doctor. Usually they do know what they're doing. We'll get Sushma ji's inputs on this.
Okay, so here, as Saloni suggested, that yes, keep faith in your doctor, because I don't think if even if your baby is looking yellowish, it will the color will that particular color will go away over time. I can give you some suggestions that keep on breastfeeding your baby, latch your baby more often. Okay, because jaundice is something which will go away with urine and all. So feed more often, pump breast milk if baby is not able to feed. Another thing I wanted to suggest was in the morning sunlight, uh, just accept the diaper or the small cloth thing or whatever, keep your baby bare in the morning sunlight for maybe 15 to 20 minutes, because that helps with jaundice. So do this for a week or so. Okay. And again, yes, if your doctor is saying that phototherapy is not needed, then you can trust your doctor because they know it best. But this is, in the meantime, what you can do. Keep on feeding your baby, okay, and bear him to the morning sunlight, which is very helpful.
Thank you. I think all the questions are covered. Um,
I
so
think I saw one more.
no, that was the same. Boski only is replying to our initial.
Okay,
I think
okay.
all the questions are covered. Can I please get a recording of this session? Yes, Tejal, we are recording this session and we shall share the link shortly. Thank you so much for being there today. And I'm so glad you thought, I mean, you feel this is important enough to keep this for future. So thank you. To all the new moms out there, I know it is a tough year for all of you, but being on support groups, I feel, is the best way to get through this phase where you are talking to moms who are in a similar boat as you. I think that is the best way to make it a little easier on yourself. And we have, when we have wonderful experts like Sushma ji with us who give us evidence based information, she's not just saying things based on I heard this and I think this. No, she's doing it because she is an expert in this topic. And whatever advice she gives us, it is based on evidence. It is based on things that have been approved by healthcare professionals. So her advice is very important. Do listen to it and try and incorporate it in your journey. And I am so grateful to each one of you for taking out the time to be here. Thank you. I am very, very grateful to Sushma ji for taking her time off and being here and coaching us through this journey. Each one of us is truly very grateful for all your advice. And thank you so much. And we hope to, have another interesting topic very soon. Do leave your feedback in the chat box. In case you want to get in touch with us, please feel free to contact us on any of the numbers that are mentioned above. Sushma ji's handle was mentioned on the last slide in case you want to DM her on Instagram. And I hope you shall all continue to add your friends and family to the support groups. Let's make it a big community who's helping each other. Thank you once again. Thank you, Sushma ji.
I want to thank all the moms, and I want to thank ReeLabs specially for getting this webinar done, because this is the way I truly believe that I can help all my moms and parents. And frankly speaking, this is a very, very sort of sacred topic. I love this topic. I want to help as many moms that I can. And I want all my moms to be so happy with their experiences that, whenever they talk about their birth experience or their postpartum experience, they only talk good things. Thank you so much.
Thank you.